Virginia is a short narrative experience from indie developer Variable State. Now, Barjo, this is a walk 'em up, which I know you're not usually a fan of.
Yes, I do prefer to have actual gameplay in my video games.
But this game does actually take influence from two things you do like. One, the game 30 Flights of Loving. And two, Twin Peaks.
Yes. Virginia is a detective story. You play as Anne Tarver, a freshly graduated FBI agent assigned to a missing persons case.
And that's really all it is, a story rather than a game.
Yeah, interactive drama, according to the developers. There is walking and some clicking, but the way Virginia is designed means you're not really encouraged to spend much time exploring the environment.
No, you're led through quite deliberately, with the on-screen reticule letting you know where the next point of interest is to guide you forward. Not only that, but the game rather abruptly jump cuts you through several scenes.
Yeah, and that's where it's most reminiscent of 30 Flights of Loving, isn't it? That fast-paced direction that yanks you through the story, which at times can be quite erratic. There's also no dialogue and very little text. To say the story is open to interpretation would be an understatement, I think,
Oh, totally. I mean, I thought I was making sense of it, but the more the story developed, the less certain I became of anything. Where it takes cues from Twin Peaks is the way you're not ever really sure which parts are grounded in reality and which are some surreal dream sequence or vision.
Yes, it makes it very difficult to sift through the relevant pieces of information to form the truth of what happened. What I'm relatively certain of, Agent Tarver is not only assigned to the missing persons case, but also an internal investigation of her partner, Maria Halperin.
Yes, now Tarver seems to battle with her conscience over this, as the two work together to uncover the truth of what happened to the missing boy. But the scenes that play out are so abstract and disjointed, and at times fantastical, that when the game ends you don't feel any more certain of what actually happened than you were when the game began.
There are several repeated symbols and metaphors throughout the experience too. A buffalo, a red bird, a broken key. All of these seem to have a profound meaning, connected to some central truth that you assume will be revealed in the end. But instead you're left with puzzle pieces that don't really fit, so you're kind of just left to form your own abstract picture.
Yeah, I mean, I had to play this twice. Certain that the first time I'd missed some crucial plot point or something, but no, this is just a confounding game. I certainly felt myself drawn into the story. It's definitely emotional and the imagery is very strong.
And that's all helped with a great score too, recorded by a live orchestra.
In fact, it really is incredible just how much is conveyed through simple images. For example, one of the first things you see in the game is Tarver looking at herself in the mirror, giving us a literal portrait of this character. You are a woman, you're putting on lipstick, but once she receives her FBI badge, she casts the cosmetic aside as if she's shedding some former self. And it's these little details that make the story powerful.
I found it so amazing how so much emotion was conveyed with these simple character models, and again, without any dialogue. You get a clear sense of things like betrayal, anger, or loneliness through subtle action.
Yeah, the clarity ends there though, doesn't it? I mean, I genuinely enjoyed this, but I do think it will frustrate a lot of people. It leaves you with so many questions and doesn't give you enough matching pieces to form a complete picture, and the result is a little unsatisfying.
It's difficult to discuss without giving too much away, but I agree. I do recommend it as an experience though, just because I love this strangeness and surreal nature of it all.
It's an intriguing way to tell a story.
Yeah, and it does leave you desperate to discuss it with others and hear their theories. But also I think the developers have made a game with an unsolvable puzzle, which is infuriating.
Well, this is a tough one to score. Should we go abstract, Barjo?
Oh yes, I'm gonna score it a dead bird that comes back to life but is actually still dead out of 5.
I'm gonna score it with a ritual mask that is actually my own face. Out of 5.